Alright, so today I'm going to be replacing the hard drive with my Dell OptiPlex 790. The drive's been failing and it's gotten worse and worse. Taking forever to boot up, forever to do anything, even to access the internet takes forever for it to open up anything. The hard drive's like constantly seeking 24/7, the light's on solid. Got it apart because I was just cleaning it out a little bit. Eventually I like to upgrade the graphics card. So I got a replacement 2TB hard drive courtesy of JK18. Before I replace it, I'm going to turn it on and show you what it's doing, if it'll even boot. It's got some kind of sensor on the drive here. Never seen that before. There's a little black thing here. Some wires coming to it. So I don't know if that's like a temperature sensor for the drive or what. Or a shock sensor, I don't know. Safety button, which I don't think it really does anything. I'll plug it in. And I'll turn it on and we can see what this thing actually does. Alright, it's back together. One thing I noticed too, I don't know if it's a failing graphics card or if that's part of the hard drive or if it's just something with all this setup I have here, but I'll get black boxes on the image on the screen once in a while. Then it'll disappear. So I don't know if that's just a failing card or it's something with all the cables and stuff, because it runs through the switcher to this 2-in-1 switch to this 2-in-1, but these two split. This is a switch, this is a splitter. There's one cable goes to that and one goes to the spare cable here, which is for my projector whenever I hook that up. So anyway, turn it on. If it'll do anything. I don't know if you could hear it or not. Is it seek making that noise that it does? It's not bearings, it's just something with the heads or something. So it's going to do this for a while as it boots. I'm not going to bore you with this, so we'll come back when we get like this welcome screen or something. Alright, so we're at this part of the screen now, where you have to enter your Microsoft PIN. Now it's loaded. So far it's decent, a little slow, but at least we got up to this point for now. Now it'll probably cooperate because it's been like off for a week. So maybe it just needed to rest for a while. And the longer it runs, the worse it gets. But the first time I noticed it was a problem was I tried to launch Windows Share 13. I got an image error. Was able to reinstall the software, and I was able to edit my videos. The next time I went to launch it, is it like this application took too long to load. So I tried reinstalling it again, and then I could download the software, but then it refused to install. It took like 10 minutes to open anything. And it just got worse and worse and worse. We'll let it go through all this crap. And then we'll see if we can actually get online before I replace the drive. It's been a few minutes. I think it started around 7:30. It's now 7:41. Still seeking. Light's still on solid. I'm going to start the stopwatch on here. And let's see how long it takes to open. Got the circle of doom. About 36 seconds. So it's actually cooperating for once. Maybe it's had to unplug it for a while. Can I get on YouTube? Like, none of this would work. It got to the point where none of this was working. It took forever. The videos were buffering like crazy. It just would not work. Still like installing stuff. What's this blue thing? You can tell it's being a bit slow. Alright. It's unplugged from the power on this particular model. Let's see if they open this up. that. So we install the cover, you gotta line the tabs up on the bottom like that. Then snaps back into place. That's how you remove that. So the hard drive is here. So that's just power. That's the cable there. Unhook it. Several cables I gotta unclip here. Actually, I didn't have to. Oh, yeah. Drive is hot, just that little bit, and it's hot. 2 terabyte HGST. 2 terabytes. 6 gigabytes a second, 7,200 RPMs. So I don't know who makes this brand. Now I just gotta get it out of the caddy. Alright, so the drive literally just snaps into here. Just bend that lightly. And it just comes out like that. The screws there held in with that. So it literally just snaps into place. This is the new drive of Western Defective. Enterprise storage, refurbished. It's supposed to have a warranty. So 2 terabyte, 64 megabyte cache. It's designed to be read and wrote constantly. Pins are slightly different. Maybe that's the way it installs, I don't know. Not that it matters. Well, I'll go ahead and put this in and see what kind of heck we're going to have trying to fucking format it. Alright, just slid in upside down so that matches. Locked into place. So next, just put the cover back on it. Got the wires back under here. There. Put the cover back on. So just make sure it matches up. Like that. Plug it back in. Find my disc, and we'll go from there. It looks like the drive is in. Let's power it on, see what it says. If it finds the drive or not. It should say like no OS or something like that. So it's doing this thing right now. I go into like checks and stuff. So we'll come back when it does something. No boot device found. Press any key to reboot the machine. So I got a disc here. Up at the tray. Let's see if this works. Move this out of the way. Grab the keyboard. Reboot and see if it boots from the disk. Probably not. Maybe. The light's on the disk drive. Yeah, so it's loading the disk. I hear the drive spinning up. I'm not going to bore you with all this stuff, so we'll come back in a bit when I get some stuff done. Alright, so we're at this screen now. skip because I don't have a key. Well, I don't know what it is. I believe this had home on it. I don't remember. Let's see. Drive 0, unallocated space. So theoretically this should work. So we'll come back. Alright, so now in the customization settings, just turning all that stuff off. Now see, this is going to take a while, but we're making progress. We'll see what it finds the drivers automatically like the other PC did. Alright, it's installed. Windows is automatically activated, so we got a virtual key. Windows is doing updates right now. It's going to take a while to do this. So everything's super big on the display. I need to do that. Display settings. Alright, I got Chrome installed. YouTube are logged in. It's playing no problem. Audio works so far. Like I said, the old hard drive just finally bit the dust. The heat. The 15 minutes it ran, that drive was hot. That's why it worked temporarily when I first turned it on. Then as it warmed up, it just stopped. I did change the display settings because the way that was just way too damn big. So I switched it to 1920 by 1080. The 1024 by 768 is what they recommend. That's not what I wanted. That was like way too damn big. So I adjusted it, and now it's perfect. Just gotta re-get my wallpaper on there. That's in the Drive account. So let's see. This thing's gonna need updates and stuff. Still downloading, 84%. Just works. It just works. Again. I gotta reinstall Steam, re-download my games. Maybe they'll work better now. They'll especially work better once I get a better graphics card. So that pretty much wraps this up.